Um, Ever wondered what makes a hero truly heroic? Um, but it's not just the the powers or the flashy um, gadgets. Let's dive into the story of Steve Rogers, a man who redefined heroism without a single superpower. Well, until science got involved. Before you get too comfy, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button to like that. And then, you know, trust me, it's the heroic thing to do. Steve Rogers wasn't born a hero, and he was a scrawny kid from Brooklyn with a big heart and even bigger dreams. Um, but it wasn't his muscles that made him Captain America. It was his unbreakable spirit. And take his first test. A dummy grenade lands in a group of recruits. While others ran, Steve jumped on it, ready to sacrifice himself. That's right. He was a hero before he even had superpowers. Um, this act wasn't about strength, it was about character. Uh, it proved that heroism isn't about what you have, but who you are. And Steve, he was already a hero in his soul. Fast forward to the Avengers, where egos clashed like titans. Thor and Iron Man were ready to throw hands, but Steve stepped in with a quick toss of his shield. He stopped the fight. No powers needed, just leadership with leader. And then there's the elevator scene in The Winter Soldier, which truly, and trapped with traitors, Steve calmly asks, "Does anyone want to get out?" What follows is a fight so intense, it's like poetry in motion. He didn't just fight, he fought with purpose. Speaking of purpose, remember when he faced the Winter Soldier? That wasn't just a fight, it was a battle for his friend's soul. Steve refused to give up, even when it meant getting beaten to a pulp. Talk about loyalty. Yeah. Uh, and who could forget him holding back a helicopter with one arm, uh, or Thanos's Infinity Gauntlet? And some methods that the methods of the challenges is similar to the problem in the same time. That if you get into this, spoiler, he doesn't. Um, it's all heart, and but let's not forget the moment he wielded Mjolnir. Uh, when Thor's hammer flew into his hands, the crowd went wild. Um, it wasn't just a cool moment, it was proof that Steve was always worthy. That's not very, very simple. And it could create motion states. Um, even the gods agreed. Uh, and then came the words that we'd all been waiting for, or Avengers, assemble. It wasn't just a line, it was a declaration. Steve wasn't just a hero. He was the leader the Avengers needed, and let's not overlook the time he fought his younger self. It wasn't just a physical battle; it was a clash of ideals. Steve proved that experience and wisdom make him the hero he is today. So what's the joke? Well, if Steve ever opened a gym, it'd be called Roger's Resolve. Because let's face it, his willpower could bench press a helicopter. And with that said, thanks for watching. And until next time,